More light on all the recalled politicians. ANC KZN provincial spokesperson Ricardo Mthembu says the provincial leadership also assessed the state of municipalities where they are governing. For the latest, let me bring in SABC News' Ayanda Mhlongo, who's in Durban. Ayanda, what's the latest?
Very good morning to you once again, Blaine. Good morning to our viewers. Well, we're now at the ANC offices where we can tell you, Blaine, and our viewers that some of the officials of the municipalities, let's start with eThekwini municipality, the Speaker of the municipality, William Mabena, the Deputy Mayor who was acting Mayor as well, Fawzia Pierre, as well as the Chief Whip, Nelly Nyaniso. They are now here inside these ANC offices. Of course, today the ANC is going to be briefing them, first of all, on its decision that it made last night to recall these officials. Also, we understand from the Msunduzi municipality, the mayor there, Zandile, he is also here with the deputy mayor, the city manager of the Msunduzi municipality. We are now awaiting Richmond municipality, and these are the names, as you know, Blaine, that we're speaking about earlier on, that through our sources we learned that the Provincial Executive Committee of the ANC, having met yesterday, decided that it was going to recall these members that it's deployed to these municipalities. But of course, Blaine, just looking outside, you can see there is already now a heavy police presence here outside the ANC offices. We understand that the same police presence is now outside the City Hall, that is in the Durban CBD, where there is an EXCO meeting that was supposed to take place today. The Democratic Alliance there was intent on moving a motion of no confidence against Mayor Zandile Gumede. But of course, now in light of these events that have taken place, that is not going to continue, as we understand that the ANC is going to be sending officials to that municipality, to that meeting, to update the councillors on that decision. And we do have our teams that are there monitoring what is going to be happening outside the City Hall. At the moment, Blaine, we are picking up information. We have spoken to Zandile Gumede supporters. None have indicated any possible protests, but we seeing the police presence out here. Of course, the police would have been using the intelligence information that there is likely to be possible crowds or protest action that could take place here at the ANC offices. 1 o'clock today, as we had said, is going to be that media briefing where the ANC is then going to officially be making its announcement on the outcomes of yesterday's meeting. At the moment now, we understand that possibly the mayor of eThekwini, Zandile Gumede herself, could be making her way here. We haven't yet got confirmation, but she's also expected to arrive here at the ANC to meet the ANC officials, who will then relay that decision to them that they are now all going to be recalled. Blaine.
Ayanda, speculation at this stage, but are you getting any reaction from opposition parties in Durban?
Blaine, as of last night, in fact, the Democratic Alliance issued a statement, as well as the EFF and the IFP. We will be in communication. We were, of course, waiting, Blaine, for the official confirmation from the ANC, but from the statements that they've said, basing it, their statements on the reports that, as we said, have not yet been confirmed, but the parties are saying if that decision is made by the ANC, then they welcome the removal, particularly speaking about eThekwini municipality. Of course, as you know, that the Democratic Alliance and the IFP in the municipality have been closely monitoring and pushing for this motion of no confidence against the mayor. In fact, last week when we spoke to the leader of the Democratic Alliance in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, Zandile Mhlongo, he spoke about the motion, but also said that one of their biggest concerns was with regards to the leave, that officially as councillors they were only made aware of the first 30 days of leave that the mayor had taken, and that there was a letter that had been written and accepted by council. The second month and the few days thereafter, there was no letter, and for them, the mayor had simply absconded or had gone AWOL, and so that was an issue. In fact, they were even saying that if they do not get an answer from the speaker, they were intent on taking the matter to court as well regarding, and of course, just aside Zandile Gumede's matter plane, they have been speaking about the reports that have been coming out of the municipality, issues of irregular expenditure and just the running of the municipality. The DA has been continuously updating members of the media on what they've been saying is not going right within the eThekwini municipality. But once plain, we have spoken to them, we officially get the confirmation from the ANC. We must no doubt be going back now for an official statement from the opposition parties on their reaction to the confirmation.
Ayanda, Zandile Gumede's bail conditions, so we understand, have been amended. Take us through some of the amendments, and has it changed the mindset or in any way for her supporters?
If I understand you correctly, Blaine, you're asking about the bail conditions.
Correct, yeah. And some of the amendments that were made, and has it swayed her supporters in terms of these amendments?
Well, Blaine, let me maybe put it this way. Our sources were telling us that the decision that was made to recall Mayor Zandile Gumede was actually not based on a court case. And so they no longer looked at the issue around her bail conditions. And what they looked at was the poor performance of the municipality and some of the challenges that were experiencing through the municipality. And so they used the state of the municipality as the reasoning behind her axing. But to go back to the bail conditions, yes, there was that amendment, but Blaine, the bail conditions just remained in terms of her not being able to speak to the officials from those 5 departments, namely the supply chain managers, the finance and the legal department. And so what the court then agreed upon was that in fact the state had said that they had never said that the ANC or that Zandile Gumede must be removed from her position, must be suspended. They were merely concerned about her interfering with their witnesses. And so that remained, that the court said she still could not communicate. However, it then said they should had an option of using the city manager and the chief financial officer, some sort of a conduit, if she needed to relay any message to the officials in those departments. Her supporters maintain, Blaine, that the mayor plays an oversight role and that she was going to be able to continue in her role as mayor, even despite the strict bail conditions, that she did not have to speak to any of these officials in these departments, because there was a city manager who is the accounting officer and who's basically doing the running of the day-to-day running of the municipality. They maintain, and we spoke to them this morning, Blaine, that this is a political decision. It was a decision to remove the mayor, but also they were targeting her because she was the chairperson of the ANC in the eThekwini region, and they believe that it's merely because of her and the position that she held as a leader of the ANC in this largest region that the ANC has taken this decision, and it has nothing really to do with her being mayor of eThekwini. Blaine.
Ayanda Mhlongo, live for us in Durban. Thank you very much indeed for the update. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I'll get you more news next.